minimize that, and as soon as it goes live, I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
And mute us.
Do you want me to mute everybody in the Zoom?
You're going to start it for that reason, and you want
Yeah,
Elijah.
I don't want anybody to say anything. I want to see if this kid comes back or not.
Well, that's my point. Shut up, everybody.
All right, hello everybody. I am back. I am running a real quick test. I'm not going to run it very long, actually, maybe 15-20 minutes. There's a specific purpose for this test. The Zoom chat has more or less volunteered to allow me to run this, so this will be rather boring and interesting at the same time. We will see. I think I can probably bring everyone in Zoom back in. I think they understand the premise of the test, and I don't think anyone's going to accidentally let the top secret out. We are like Animal House. We are on double secret probation. Now, I know. You guys don't respond to my jokes anyway, so I can just go with the joke. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring Zoom back up, and I'm going to go in and ask everyone to unmute themselves. I see Alex has unmuted himself. And I'll ask Chris, even though he'll probably remain muted. So Alex, are you able to say something?
Yes.
Okay, Blackwatch, are you back?
Yo, I
And
can't
Chris
find
is
that.
Chris is back, I saw.
Something.
Darren's probably sleeping, and I've asked Robert, so we will see. So far, this is going horribly bad, but that's fine. I'll give it about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and we'll see. Should change this picture to something more appropriate, I guess.
Got no notification.
So far, I don't have anything in the chat showing up. Let me jump over to here. I'll just run this one. That's fine. And you guys do know when I bring it up on my other monitor, this is what I bring up so I can see if anyone joins in chat. And that's the only reason is I see what's going on in chat. Now this is probably me right there because now there's two people here, so hopefully somebody will say something and I'll know. Now I do know people actually watch. Hey Tony, we're back for part 2. Good to see you.
Hey Tony, we're back for part 2.
Who's not muted? Wow. I thought maybe Gary had joined us in Zoom, but he's not. So the reason I do that monitor over there is because if I don't, I'll be switching back and forth up here, and I'll be going from here to here to here to here to here, and it just gets old. And I don't want that. And in addition to that, I've also figured out the hot buttons. I can bring up the globe. Shift A is a hotkey, brings the globe up. Or I can do it the old way of bringing this up and go, oh, which scene do I want? Oh, I want to go to my main scene or my main screen, which brings up the infinity box. And then I got to minimize it. So,
Hey Ken, I seem to have a situation going on with my monitor here.
Okay.
It seems to be. And I noticed it for the past few days. It seems to be flashing. You know, randomly flashing really fast. I'm wondering if my monitor is going out.
Is this the one you were talking about earlier? That's not a smart monitor.
No, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the TV. I'm talking about I have an actual HP monitor, and it seems to be flickering. I've noticed it flickering for the past few days, and I'm wondering if it may be going out.
The one hacking you.
Yep. No. I would venture to say it's probably going out. Yes. Or check your
Because my
connection.
connections, my connections are, my connections are solid, like my video connections, but it's flickering.
Not to be mean or cruel, but have you actually physically checked all your connections? And I say
Yes.
that because whenever someone says to me, check your connections, I never check them. I say, I know the connections are good until I go check them, and guess what? The connections are not good.
Well, my connections have been the same. I really can't check the connection on the monitor itself because it's up on a shelf, and the connection is hard to get to. But the connections have been the same. The monitor has been in the same spot for several years, and it's just now started flickering.
I would say probably try to ask someone that can check them for you just to make sure the connections are good. If the connections are truly good, then yeah, the monitor's going out. Um, and I understand you're not going to be able to just do that yourself. I understand that. That's why I said ask someone to do it. Um, I don't think maybe someone could hack in and do that. I don't know. The conversations we've had on hacking lately scare the living daylights out
But
of me.
it's not the computer. It's just the monitor is flickering.
Is that monitor hooked up only to that computer? Or something else?
The monitor is actually is actually an old VGA monitor that only has VGA and DVI, so it's actually connected into a HDMI to VGA converter to convert the signal. But other than that, it's only connected into the computer.
How many inches is it?
It's 17.3.
Okay.
Could it be the converter?
Yep, that's kind of what I was leaning toward too. Could it be the converter, Alex?
It could be, but I mean it happens sometimes, and I've noticed it. I've noticed it happens when we're connected on Zoom when I have the Zoom open, but I haven't noticed it in any other
Oh
when
God,
I've
I'm
been
glad I'm not on
looking at
camera.
any other application.
Right. Well, that was okay. So you notice it's on Zoom, but not on other applications. That's interesting in itself. In case you guys just heard that news, I got a cramp in my leg, so I had to stand up. You're lucky. I'm handling it quite well. Normally, I'd be screaming and throwing things and yelling at people that aren't here and scaring half the world to death. Alex, are you playing a video in the background?
No. I mean, I'm playing your YouTube stream, but it's on mute.
Are you sure it's on mute? Because I hear something in the background.
I'm sure it's on mute.
So that means I've got something running. So let's scroll through my stuff and see what's running. That's dead. That's dead. Email, Facebook. I know that's dead. I know that's dead. I know that's dead. And I know that's dead. Gotta be you, buddy. My other monitor's muted, so it's not feedback from over there. I'm hearing someone talk, and no one else is.
It's Blackwatch. I'm hearing Blackwatch.
Is it? Are you seeing it? Because I don't see the little yellow line going around the box.
No, I don't, because he's got his video turned off. But I'm hearing.
So you guys can hear it too, right?
He's got his microphone enabled on Zoom, and I'm hearing him talk. but it's
It
not
does
showing.
sound like black watch, but it don't have those yellow.
Right.
Oh.
Whenever you talk, for example, I'll let Chris say something and his box will go yellow.
Is it possible it might not be loud? It might be picking it up, not loud enough to go yellow.
It's possible, but I doubt it because I'm whispering and my box is yellow. Can you guys hear what I'm saying?
Yes,
You can actually hear what I'm saying.
yes.
Okay, I'm literally whispering and my box is yellow and you're hearing what I'm saying. So, using the Chris Garrett theory, if the volume is down so low that it's picking it up but not making the box yellow, then that's not working. But we all are hearing this. So we either all are in the twilight. That's Blackwash. There he is. He's back.
It was black watch.
So how's he not getting the yellow box up on his when he does that? That's weird.
There's a small one at the bottom that was lighting up. That was barely picking up the sound. I think that's when the small one lights up.
Sometimes if you're barely talking, it'll show a yellow line underneath instead of the whole box.
Right, but I'm whispering. Can you hear me right now, Alex?
Yes.
I'm literally whispering.
I
Okay,
can hear you.
let me check this out. I'm gonna ask Tony Wallow if he can hear me on the YouTube Zoom right now. And if he says yes, then that's a great microphone. But if he says no, then it's strictly for Zoom. So Tony, can you hear me? Maybe Tony left. Maybe Tony figured out it's an experiment. So I'm gonna go about 7 more minutes on the test here, which obviously did not go as planned, which is fine. I'll figure that dilemma out. It might take me a while to do. I am gonna right at 6:40, and Tony says he can hear me, so that's pretty interesting. That at a whisper, and we all know I tend to talk very loud anyway. That's just me. But if I whisper, Alex, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Light bulb. Is that a light bulb, Tony?
And that's only the webcam.
Oh, it's an ear. Never mind. Do what?
And that's only the webcam microphone.
That's only the webcam microphone. I'm not going to say that I definitely will never ever have a boom mic or a Blue Yeti or something like that, because I probably won't.
This laptop does have some chipset drivers, but I still don't think that's going to be it to do with a USB port. Updates and a BIOS updates also, but that's not going to have to do with that USB port.
Well, the only way to find out is to install the chipset stuff, and if after you install it, if the USB port works, that was the solution.
Well, when I first noticed it wouldn't boot to the USB, so that's when I noticed it. So it wasn't reading it on the splash screen on the boot menu. So that's when I noticed it. So I think it's dead, but it'll be okay.
But there is, if it was a business computer, you can disable the USB ports in the BIOS. So you may want to check that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. Can you disable it one by one? I guess I gotta look that BIOS over real good. I've already looked it over good, but I'm gonna double check that to find out exactly.
I don't know if you. Yes, I would assume that you can disable one by one because, of course, if you was a business, of course, you would need a USB keyboard and a USB mouse, but you would want to prevent people from plugging in flash drives and whatnot into USB ports. And the only way to do that would be to either disable them one by one in the BIOS, or they might be disabling them by group policy inside of inside of Windows.
So YouTube saw what happened, and you guys heard what happened. I got another cramp in my leg, and I went to get the silver hammer that I dug out the other day to take care of my tooth problem, but I'm going to use it on my cramps. See what happens. And I apologize to the YouTube people that saw that. I did not intend for that to go out over the air at all. So, Gary, good to see you.
Now you got to tell me what you hit.
Nothing yet, but I'm getting pretty close. That was on my right leg, kind of sort of not the hamstring, but kind of sort of the hamstring on the inside, but not the hamstring. It's hard to describe. So I'm running a quick test that I'm going to end here in about, you know what, I'll go to 6:45. I'll give it that much more time. And
We're on YouTube.
Yeah, it is on YouTube. I did start it. Tony Waller joined us. Kenny Witten joined us. No one else has joined us. And again, those that are privy to the information, please keep it to yourselves. Not that it's top secret or anything. It's not. But
Okay, come on, give me 1 minute's worth. What's pretty?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I was going to say, Gary, you're excused. Ken, blow him out. I'm scared. Ken, real quick. What happens when your blood sugars go low?
I've never experienced that yet. That's been a low number, but you know what? I will check it. Good point. Good question. Let me check it real quick and see.
I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. I never even thought about that, to be honest with you.
Somebody came and had to leave quick because of this. I'm just curious.
No, the alarm would have been if I would have walked back in here and shut everything off and just not said anything to anybody. I didn't even realize I had the camera running on the stream, and hopefully it didn't look as bad as it felt. It felt pretty doggone horrible, and I'm going to shut the stream off early instead of going to 6:45, and then we will fill Gary in on the reason as to what's going on. I'm in the process of checking the sugar.
No, sorry, I wasn't.
Oh, you know, that's fine.
No, I wasn't thinking about you. I'm sorry.
Oh, thanks a lot.
No, I mean, it just happened, and
Kenny, thank you. Sam, give me a minute. I'll take care of that. Look for me tonight at 10:30. I'm going to stop the stream right at 6:40. Another 5 minutes is not going to accomplish what I wanted it to. So, Tony, thank you very much. Kenny, thank you very much. Sam, thank you very much. I will be back at 10:30 tonight, hopefully. Bye for now. And end